Hey, it's me. I'm back with part 3 of the reading, Erica from Siren Song. And now we're on to the part where we're doing what the divine's masculine energy is toward the divine feminine. And I use two decks for that. I use the Tarot, Game of Thrones, and I also use the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay? So we're going to start out with the Tarot. First card we get out the gate, divine masculine's energy toward the divine feminine is the Lovers. Yeah. Again, from his just regular energy, he was making decisions. And again, this is another decision making card. She's part of that. Yeah, she is definitely is one of his options for sure. So she's on his mind, and he's thinking about her, in a very romantic, sexy, what kind of way. So that's it's quite interesting. Okay, yeah, it's again another crossroads. And then the second card we have is the Three of Cups. Now, a lot of people like to paint Three of Cups as third party, and we really could here because, again, a decision is trying to be made. The Lovers is usually about a decision between two people. So I can't discount that. So there could be a third party situation going on here. And in fact, I believe there is because in this particular collective, because you'll see later in the angel cards what's going to come up. If you want an alternative meaning to this and your divine masculine is not married and not in a relationship right now, I would say he just wants to have fun with you. He wants to go out. He wants to celebrate. Take you out for, dinner, maybe, a little date. Just, go out for a beer. I mean, just getting together, celebrating, and having fun. That's the energy that he feels when he thinks about the divine feminine. It's kind of like getting together. But if, with it being the Lovers, it really could be like a third party situation. And you'll know that or not. You'll most likely know that about that. And again, we got this card again. This is a major theme of both these readings is justice. He wants to bring justice to the situation, probably because of the third party. He wants to balance things out with his feminine. He wants to make sure things are fair now, that they can come to some sort of compromise possibly. Or let's go back to the regular old tarot reading of justice. It could be divorce, divorcing the third party. Possible. Again, we've got a lot of decision making going on in his readings. So that would make sense. Okay, the next card for his energy toward the divine feminine is the Queen of Cups. So that's very loving, kind, nurturing, caring, intuitive even. It's a very loving energy. Now, he could be also viewing you as this. He could be viewing the divine feminine as the Queen of Cups, being this kind, caring woman. Or that's what he's feeling about you. He's feeling nurturing, caring, and loving toward the divine feminine. Either way, it's a very nice card to get. It could be that he sees her as the Queen of Cups and that she's on his mind. And the Queen of Cups could very much be a water sign female. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be, and Queen of Cups, I mean, even though it is not a King of Cups, now if this was a King of Cups, I would definitely say this is a water sign male, but still could represent a water sign male, which is the same signs I just said. And she could have a watery, even if she's not a water sign, she could have an influence in her chart of a lot of water. And that's how he's viewing her. But it's an emotional card for sure, which this is what I find interesting. The next card is the opposite. It's more of a defensive, logical card and mental card, which is the King of Swords. It's very different. The King of Swords energy, very different from the Queen of Cups energy. Part of me feels that he's really stuck. He's not sure whether he's going to be emotional or logical. Emotional, logical. The only thing I could think of is she's the Queen of Cups, he's the King of Swords. He's bringing, he's a little, guarded. His energy is guarded toward the divine feminine. He's defensive for some reason with her. He doesn't want to let the guard down yet. He's got some boundaries right now that he needs to adhere to, possibly as well. Especially if there's a third party involved. Yeah. So, yeah, he's not real, open right now. But the good news is he is generous. He is wanting to give something. He's wanting to give a little, which again is evening things out with justice. Give and take. Six of Pentacles is all about give and take. Even though he's got his guard up, feeling a little defensive, he knows he has to give. He knows he wants to give or has to give to make this work with her. So that's pretty good news. I mean, there's a generosity here. I like the just feels like a big theme is the evening out of things, like the fairness of things, justice, balance the scale, 6 of coins, giving and receiving. Whereas before, that might have not been the deal. King of Swords just had another insight. King of Swords is going to help be the decision maker for the lovers. He's got to use his mental faculties for that. So he's very much in his head with that. But at least he's a king. And that's good. We're glad he's a king because that's at least mature energy. Okay, last card. What's his energy? What's the Divine Masculine's energy toward the Divine Feminine? Is the 3 of Coins. So collaboration, getting together, collaborating and working as a team. In the end, that's what he wants. So I'm not sure why he wants teamwork with her. Maybe he works with her. Maybe he wants to do a project with her, some sort of creative project with her. Maybe currently he does work with her at the job, But yeah, it's collaborating, it's teamwork. It's maybe like he gives a little, and then she gives a little, and then it all works out, and then they're working as a team. So in the end, it just looks like he does want to get together and collaborate here. After he makes his decision. So it's good news. He's mostly, I would say, there's more positive energy toward her. That King of Swords, yeah, he could be a little guarded right now. He's still making his decisions. Can't go there yet. But there's definitely good vibes here. The Queen of Cups, the 6 of Coins, the lovers, the fact that he is, she is on his mind. He is considering her in whatever decision he's making. Lovers is a romantic energy as well. So now we're going to clear this off. We're going to get to the angel cards now. They're pretty similar, to be honest. There's just, it's kind of almost a little bit of the same, just a little more insight possibly. The first card we have is reconciliation. So yeah, he wants to come back into her life. He wants to say he's sorry. He wants to open up, and he wants to reconcile with her. So that's awesome. That's good news. The next one is, what is energy toward her? Let your friends help you. Maybe he's asking his friends for help. Maybe he's saying, hey, what should I do? Maybe he's turning to other people. He's turning to maybe not just friends, maybe a counselor, maybe, family friends, regular friends. He seems like the Divine Masculine is asking for support about what he should do about this reconciliation, about coming toward her. So that's good that he has support. That's good. It's good that he's got somebody to turn to. All right, and this is a cool little card here. The next card, what is his Divine Masculine's energy toward her? Flirt. Yep. He wants to, say hello. He wants to flirt a little. He wants to get into a lighthearted energy with her. Maybe things are heavy. Maybe he has to apologize or talk about some heavy stuff. He wants to keep it light at first. I like it. I like it. It kind of reminds me of the lovers. Okay. The next one is, what's his energy toward her? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So again, it's that generosity. It's that opening of the heart. The Divine Masculine feels safe with his feminine. Maybe where he didn't feel safe before, maybe he feels safe now. Or maybe he has to feel safe. That's the other thing before he comes toward her. A feeling of security needs to be there. Hopefully that is there. Hopefully he does feel that way. But yeah, an element of feeling safe as he does the approach for the reconciliation, the flirting. He has to feel safe in himself. He has to feel open. He has to feel like he can open his heart. And from that last reading with the 6 of coins, it feels like he's very, generous and open. So, but with that, yeah, but then again with that King of Swords, I don't know. So again, he's got his guard up. So maybe he doesn't really feel safe. When I think about the King of Swords, that has to be a prerequisite for him coming toward her. Maybe he's just working on that. Working on feeling secure. And the other thing he might want to work on is his control issues. Again, that's the King of Swords coming out again. Allow the situation to fall naturally. He's feeling like he needs to be in control right now. He's just holding. Maybe he's holding. He's holding on to his feelings. He's not saying anything. Possibly he's trying to control it too much. His energy toward the feminine. Yeah, he kind of wants to control what's going on. And he was thinking about that communication. He wants to control that too. And that, again, that connects to it is safe. So if he doesn't feel safe, yeah, he's going to totally be like in control mode. So that needs to be worked out before that reconciliation happens. Now, this is the card that, might upset some people, or you may already know. This kind of threw the monkey wrench into it. Wedding. Now, I have said it before with the tarot readings that this masculine might be married. Okay. That's why he's having a problem. He's making decisions. There's reasons for that. Figuring out what path he wants to go down. Right? The Two of Wands. Justice. And also the Lovers. It's probably because he's in another relationship. He might be in a very serious relationship or married. That's something that only you, viewer, would know. If your masculine is not married, then I'd say he's very serious about you. He has serious intentions for your relationship. But for you feminines that have a divine masculine that's married, he needs to deal with that. And again, this is very interesting too. Religious factors has come up. That's the last card. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. Now, I don't know if these masculines are married to like religious, I don't know if your masculine's religious or not, or spiritual. Sometimes people take those vows very seriously. Or maybe his family's religious, maybe he's not. Maybe his wife or his partner is. They don't believe in breaking up. But the feeling that I got, that is a possibility. I'm just putting it out there as a possibility. But the feeling I got was that this is a spiritual situation. And that's the feeling I got from it. So it's a spiritual connection. That's what's being influenced here. So it's either that or like I said, you would know this if he's married. It could be religious reasons why he is not being able to leave that marriage. I have to just put that out there as well. So yeah, overall he wants to talk and to reconcile with his feminine. He wants to come back. He's asking for support. It's possible that the two of you were friends. Maybe you weren't lovers, maybe you were friends and lovers, but maybe he's going to ask for your support. It's quite possible. Just got that now. He wants to extend a lighthearted energy. He wants to flirt. He wants to just be light about it at first. He wants to feel safe. He feels like he has to be in control right now because he's married. And there is something influencing him that is either religious or spiritual in regards to the feminine. Could just be the journey he's on, that spiritual journey he's on, or it could be something to do with the marriage, that there's religious factors involved with that. That's really on the person that's watching this video right now. So yeah, I would say the things that have to be worked out are his feeling of safety his feeling of needing to be in control, and he's possibly married. And those are two reasons why. This feeling safe and, trying to be in control, that could be why, because he's married. He's not able to come forward yet, but he really wants to. As you see in the other readings, he wants to talk too. And he is making decisions. So, hey, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I don't make predictions, but I look at energies, and this is where we're at. If you've been wanting to reconcile with him, you've been wanting to talk with him, I'd say this is pretty darn positive. So this is going to be, yeah, we're going to have to, because we didn't pull any cards for the feminine yet. I'm not going to do that on screen. So we're going to have a separate section for her and how she's feeling about him. And then the last part will be the energies for the relationship going forward, the future energies. Okay. So this is probably part 3 right now. Yeah. And then we will continue on with the feminine after. Okay. Bye.